15-minute, 30-minute, or 1 hour long tarot reading sessions from me. Okay? And I can't wait to see you all there. Alrighty, so we have 6 different piles here today. Give me 1 second. Needed some water. So, I guess we'll make this pile 1 the white rose. Pile 1 is the white rose. Pile 2 is going to be these mini purple flowers. Purpley pink. Pile 3 is the pink rose. Pile 4 are going to be these crinkly purple flowers. Pile 5 is going to be this bigger purple flower. And pile 6 will be these mini white flowers. So whatever pile draws you in, you can pick 1 or 2 piles that really draw you in, and we're gonna do that. So pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. You pick your pile, and we shall begin. Issues with in the past, and these are people that you respect, that you want to, it's almost like you are okay spending time. I mean, let me put it this way, sorry. These respect that you need your own time sometimes. So they're not always going to intervene or interfere in your life, okay? So you don't have to worry about those things. Page 1, Ten of Swords. I would say ultimately there's no disappointment here. There's no loss or suffering you're going to have to go through with those in your group, in your circle right now. This is going to be great for you. And as long as you're willing to put in the work continuously, because everything needs work, friendships, relationships, this is going to blossom and shine, okay? We have Five of Swords. The Tower. Really overall, I'm getting here a huge message about seeing through things, trusting people. You're gonna still have to go through some trials and tests, some at times, and just because you continue to get tested over and over doesn't mean you're a bad person, doesn't mean necessarily quite that you haven't learned the lesson. You just have to go through things at times to just for the purpose of go through things, because that's life, you know, and I wouldn't worry too much about it. We have Eight of Wands and the Justice card. It's almost as if, yeah, it's like you still feel like you haven't gotten through or overcome or learned something, but you have, but you're afraid you haven't. For some of you, this could be a literal test, like a building you go to take an exam. For some, it's just life's tests. And these obstacles will not prevent you from moving forward, so whatever may that calm your worrisome mind at this time, okay? This is not going to intervene with you. Neither is someone going to. Even if you tell them your plans, like, it's not going to necessarily intervene. They're not going to go behind your back and try to stop you or make things happen differently the way you don't want them to happen. It's a good time to continue growing and developing yourself and honing your skills. So I would say go for it, okay? This is your encouragement to do so. So I feel like that's your message. Just pull 3 cards. Two of Cups. 7 of Cups. The Moon. This is a great time for love, loving relationships. This is a great time to let go of control, let go of things you expected life to be, and just go with it right now. Let what happens happen. Let what unfolds unfold for you. You know, it's almost like I'm seeing someone in the kitchen trying to pry open a cabinet that's locked. It's like you keep trying to open that old thing, and there's a new thing for you. And so long as you're trying to hold on to that old thing, you can't see the new thing. This is all about choosing where you want to go now, and the huge romantic aspect to it. It's very beautiful, actually. The Magician. Believe in yourself. Don't forget to do such, and you will go far. So that's your messages. Sorry it's so loud because these cards are literally made of vinyl. Scraping against the painting. Yeah, I put a painting on the desk. I wanted to be a little creative for a change. Okay, thank you so much. God bless the light. Any upset? Why are you so sorrowfully upset right now? Who messed with you? Someone played games with you. Maybe you feel like someone put like, I don't want to say like a hex or a spell or a bad wish on you, but it sure does feel like it, okay? So just because someone does that doesn't mean it applies to you. It actually applies to themselves. Anytime someone does that or thinks of doing that to you, they have to pay that karma back. Some way, somehow, somewhere. And so long as you open your heart and build that layer of protection around you, you'll be good. So none of that can even interfere with you to begin with. And a lot of times your ancestors will bounce that energy back off and shoot it tenfold back at them for doing that to you. So I feel like someone tried to mess with you here, but it didn't work, thankfully. So death and 10 of leaves. By the way, you can always request your readings in ASMR, whisper, soft-spoken, just saying, or both. You can do anything. It's your reading to choose. So yeah, this is okay to have like an off period right now where you're just kind of taking it easy, nothing new happening, no new opportunities in any area of life. It would just be a moment where you need to reflect about what happened, lay low for a minute, let old things die down, let them go to rest, let them go to sleep. Okay, everything has an ending in the cycle of life. Nothing lasts forever. 5 of bells, 4 of leaves. So enjoy it. You're not really enjoying life right now. You're not enjoying what you're being offered or given. There's people constantly maybe giving you things, giving you their love, but you're not feeling it. You're not seeing it. You don't feel like you deserve to be even loved right now. You feel that you are far from that love, far removed, and that others have it and you can't have it for some odd reasoning. And I wouldn't push it. I would just keep going with the flow. Vibing with what you're vibing with. Changing with what you're changing with, if that makes sense. I don't even know what that means. It's just spirit kind of just leads me sometimes to speak. There are those around you trying to get your attention, but you are not really seeing it right now. Maybe you've continued to go on a path and forcing or pushing something and it didn't work, and so now you're trying to force and push against that thing, that very thing which you wanted, because pride, you know. Sometimes we want to make something happen so bad and we ram it in, we just want to make it, force it to happen, and it doesn't happen, and then we get so freaking disappointed, man, you know. And then that's the end of that story. So hey, sometimes things like that have to happen for our evolution. 7 acorns and then 6 of leaves. But you'll find a way. I know you will find a way. Even though you don't know what you're doing now, you feel a little confused in life, it's okay. You're gonna get there. There's others guiding you, so you're lucky that you have that guidance. There's others mentoring you even. I would recommend a good mentor by your side, if not, to kind of lead your path forward so that you don't go astray. Because sometimes people will recommend you to do something, but that's the path of being led astray. And, you know, a lot of times it'll be your friend that gives you some advice, but you have to listen to your own counsel and guidance, you know. What does your intuition say? It's not going to work what you listen to someone, because especially someone who doesn't have the experience you do, why should you listen to them? You know, like you can listen to some things they say, but not everything. So it's like someone trying to tell you what to do with your money, and then, honey, they ain't got no money. Yeah, exactly. So 8 of leaf and then 3 of pentacle. So, wow, okay. I think this is the first time I'm actually pulling this card. This is interesting. It's almost like you're just being with whoever you want to be with at this point. I think you're really in a resting state. You just are. There's several cards that guide me to that. You're in a fun, playful spirit, but you also are very laid back right now. And just down to earth energy. It's like this playful, loving spirit. It's not malicious of any way, shape, or form. And you enjoy the company that you enjoy, simply so. And others enjoy being around you. It's like you found your new clique or group. Okay? I'm talking Mean Girls, right? Like, you found it, okay? You found where you fit in. And I would say there's nothing wrong with that. I would say listen to those on the same page, on the same level as you, you know? Work with them right now. And you'll come to find you're not so lost after all. This card spit out the 4 of Cups. Don't just say yes to say yes. Really listen to your heart. Does it mean that someone asks you something, you have to say yes? You know, sometimes you can say, I don't know. Yesterday I was at the store, right? Like, this is what this reminds me of now. And this random guy, I've never seen him in my life, and he just randomly, like, no one ever does this, and he literally, like, ever comes up to me, asks me, like, where something is. But this guy came up to me, asked me where something is, and I'm like, I'm looking around, I'm like, I just don't know. Like, I can't help you, you know? I wanted to help him, but I'm like, I just don't know where the pizza is, right? So, yeah, you walked away. So, yeah, sometimes you gotta say, I don't know, or no, I can't help you, right? This person is coming to you for help. You have to have an open heart to say, with love, no. Okay, so whatever that situation may be. Six of Acorns. Strength. King of Pentacles. You got it. You're doing great. I think a lot of you have a lot to work with here. You're not without prices are very fair. I had to call someone out about that one time. I put work into your readings. It takes a lot of time, a lot of energy that I sometimes can't get back. So, I think honestly it's too fair, especially considering I'm doing other things too. I think my prices are too fair, but that's another story. That's because I want to reach as many people as I can. It's not about the money to me. I could give a damn less. Page of Cups, Seven of Cups. So if I cared about money, I wouldn't be doing tarot readings. There's better ways to make money. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel that you are in a very, very deeply emotional state. It's not even sad. It's just like you're feeling through everything at this time, card 3. And things are presenting themselves in front of you. Maybe options are open, but you're not knowing what to take. And that's giving you all sorts of feelings. You know why? Because you're feeling all these different feelings inside of you. And while you are feeling these different feelings, no matter what is in front of you, you're not going to see what you need to do unless these feelings clear away. So we have 6 of Cups and the Moons. And that could be feelings about someone. That could be feelings about... It's a mix. It's a mix of everything, but a lot of it is, love. Compared to other cards I'm seeing, love, okay? And that's beautiful because it's a big flower. So, I feel though... Sorry, I'm just sentimental right now myself. Forgive me. So, I feel, because I saw this lady get the flowers and I'm like, yeah, anyway. 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, so you're a good helping hand here. I think you would make an amazing partner to someone. Maybe you're not quite responsible in some ways. That's okay though. I think there's like perfectly imperfect love here, and you find their flaws too, and maybe you acknowledge this, but you don't want to feel it because you appreciate or like this person or love this person so deeply, and that you feel like you just want to be there to help. There's ways you can show your appreciation to this person, and they showed it to you different ways, but you might not even be sure you like, you might not even be sure that they like you. That's the thing, what I'm saying here. And so you're kind of just offering your ways of love, so to speak. I say love very lightly because this feels like a new thing. And there is an uncertainty about how they really are feeling about you at this time. But they do care. And they do feel for you. So I think that's their only way sometimes, like, different love language. Like some people only know to love a certain way because that's how they were raised. If they were raised with a mother or father that only showed love a certain way, they're going to probably show it that same way because that's what they were taught and raised. So this is their way of showing it, although to you it doesn't look like love, right? So 9 of Cups and then the 5 of Pentacles. There's talks about person that to jump into the biggest plan, especially when it involves money, investments. No, okay, not right now. And it's not a good time to, period, okay? It's not a good time to invest in anything, period. Period, okay? Nothing to do with love, period, okay? So, only if you pick this pile, of course, but yes, I would not spend too much time by yourself. You're gonna go crazy. You're gonna get depressed and lonely and sad. Spend as much time out and about as possible right now, okay? Because you're in your head way too much, honey. And I'm telling you, even spending your money, even if you have to spend your money a little bit to just, have an excuse to go to the store and buy something, that's perfectly fine and acceptable right now. Better to invest in yourself than in, like, let's say, a piece of property that's gonna devalue soon. You know what I'm saying? So, I would say, don't make big decisions, is my point. Don't make irrational, quick decisions like, I'm gonna go get married to this person because I'm feeling this feeling. Yeah, but then 2 months from now, you're gonna regret it because that was only a temporary feeling. Okay, so take your time with this. Okay, so don't pull a Kim K. Okay, don't get married within 78 days. Right? Or Britney Spears, right? Like, 'cause she did that too, right? It was like only No, I think hers was only like 3 days. I don't even remember. Who cares? The Star, Death, and Nine of Swords. So, so I'm seeing a lot of this, like, again, Cups, Star, Moon, Hermit, sad, retreating, taking a step back, like emotional cards, these cards that just you're in a fit. You're in quite a fit right now. You're having a fit about every choice, every action, every decision you made in your life, and it led to this moment, and you have to face that. It's like you almost have to face and address that consequence once and for all. This crossroad I keep seeing. And you don't know how to handle it. You don't know how you're going to feel on the day of when this and this thing happens, when you're expecting this and this thing to occur. So, it also gets 6 here. It's like a cycle. It's like something in 6s I keep seeing. And I even thought that, like, oh my god, I just picked 6 piles again. Like, why is that number keep coming back? Literally, like, even all my transactions have been like $6.06, or like I find it's like in 3s and 9s divisible, right? It's crazy. It's like the synchronicity that's coming through now, because we have the 6 and the 9 here as well. The 9 here, the 6 here. So it's a lot. It's a lot coming through. And I think this is like you're at the intersection, basically. You've come a long way, and everything is built up to this very day, this very moment, and it will be 3 again. It will be either terrifying, heartbreaking, and also beautiful and expansive at the same time. This will open your heart to new doors. I feel like once this takes place, it's almost like this contract on this specific day, and it could be a day that has a 3, 6, or 9 in it, or it's divisible by 3, 6, 9. I'm telling you right now, this is it. Could be even like a new address, a new location. It has a 3, 6, or 9 on it, and I would say this is gonna be big. This is gonna be so huge. It's gonna cause like a shift in things, a huge shift in you and collectively. So get ready. Okay, and it's very soon. It feels like, and this is the 3rd month, is it not? It could be this month. It could be June for some of you. It could be September, in the literal sense. But for a lot of you, I feel like it's this month. Thank you. God bless. Donate Bomboni Just make sure you subscribe. Let's definitely connect. This message is always welcome. I appreciate it at this moment in time. Thank you. Let us begin reading messages now. Okay, we're doing great. So we're about halfway through now. It's a bit of a long video, so I might start doing a little bit of soft speaking for now. Temperance, and then the Star. Two beautiful cards to come through together. I'd say, excuse me. You are very, very patiently persistent right now. It's like you're doing a sort of ritual right now. You're continuing to try towards something every day until it manifests for you. This is something you really want and value, and I respect that in you. I appreciate that you're doing something for yourself. As weird as that sounds, but I would say, I think it'd make more sense to say Spirit appreciates, God, universe appreciates what you are doing right now to make things occur. King of Swords, the Empress. You're being watched over, supported. You have a strong male dominant ancestor, making sure things happen the way you desire them to happen. So if your dream looks like something else than what other people would dream, you're still being supported for that. And there's a strong sense of rooting, grounding, family, home unit here. There's a strong sense of familiarity. So maybe you might go back home, maybe a homeland, a home country, territory, island, nation, district, civilization. You get it. Territory, did I say that? Somewhere where you belong, where you once came from. It feels like somewhere very small, almost feels tribal, like a small unit, a small just culture for some of you. So this could be that ancestor spirit coming through now and really persistent, like they were married at one point. So this almost feels like an ancestor reading. And I feel like they lost their wife and then they lived longer than them. And they're kind of saying that you maybe carried on a lot of the mom's traits, the great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother's traits, right? Then their traits, but they're still kind of assigned to watch over you. Like you may have their DNA traits, but not like in the spirit realm, because sometimes that great-great-great-great-grandmother has minimal association to you in spirit. I don't know if that makes sense. So, 7 of Wands and 5 of Wands. So they're responsible for watching over you when you have arguments, issues with people, conflicts need to be resolved. There's a lot of tension, tense energy. They're there to say, hey, you better not mess with my offspring because I'll mess with you. Okay? So, and you'll know they're there. They have a very, like, they're behind you. It's like this strong force, this almost like bodyguard energy here. It's almost saying as well, what are you waiting for? You're waiting so long to do something that you could have done years ago. But you are too afraid of the conflict. You know how many stuff holds us back because of fear? How much stuff holds us back because of fear? So, Knight of Wands and Seven of Swords. If only you could just start, they say. If only you could just begin. And they've seen this in their incarnation when they were a human being, that what it's like to just waste a whole life because you were too afraid to try. Sometimes even too unbothered. Some people are just unbothered because they just feel like letting go and giving up. They've been through so much that it's just not even worth it. And you can't blame them necessarily. But that's how things are. You have to move quicker though. There's something you need to rush or hurry into. Speed up the process. Try not to slow down anymore. This requires a deadline. This is very much, I get a lot of that deadline energy lately. So, I'm seeing something with the quarter. So we're ending the first quarter of the year almost, end of March. So it might be like your quarterly in terms of business, or I don't know, maybe your taxes, or there's just something about end of March that's like the end of a new, end of an old year, beginning of a new year, you know. I think we're all familiar by now that January 1st is not actually what we've been told. Queen of Wands in the world. Just try. You have a lot in you. You've probably been told a lot often you have a lot of potential and you're not using it. And there's so many abilities and talents you have, and you're just not seeing it. And again, that's your journey. Maybe that's just your part of your journey. And it's okay that you don't see it. It's okay that you don't use it too, because why do you have to do something? Why does it always have to be about those things anyway? So, there's definitely more than meets the eye. So look deeper. You're not looking deep enough. And there's places you need to see and go. Eventually. It will be a long road for you. I would say the next 10 years will look like you working toward getting to that place where you can expand your horizons more. But you had to build to that. You couldn't do it when you were 18, 19, right? So you have to give it some time. So let's pull 3 cards and then 1 card. So we have the 5 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, and the Hangman. You're telling yourself no. You're telling yourself, I can't, this won't be possible, I'll never make it, I'll never achieve it. But you can. You will. And you must. You're waiting on something or someone. You have a good spirit council. You have a good team helping you. There's even one when you're like deeply upset. And they don't want to see you that way. They would be the grandmother to encourage you to say, all right, let's brush that hair, lift that chin up, and keep going. because that's what they would have done. So there's always a good energy encouraging you to lift your head up high. Pucker that lip out with confidence and know that you can do this. You've already been through so much. I feel like there's a lot of this young energy at such a young age, or ever since you were young, right? And you felt like giving up many a time. That never stopped you. That never once stopped you from keep going forward. Eight of Swords. The reason there's so many energies trying to stop you is because you forgot how amazing and powerful you are, period. That could be a lot of you. There could be this, like, unfortunately, this pregnancy gone wrong type scenario. And the partner doesn't know what to do. Now they think about it. And you think they're going to give up on you. They're not. No. It might end in a conflict. There might be a dispute here that's like, hey, you know, I want kids. You're not able to have kids. How is this going to work? You know, sometimes we got to be realistic there. But I see it working. I see it working regardless. I'm not going to look too deep. I'm going to save that for a custom reading if you want. But I feel like, and there's only so much I can say on here, I feel like it'll work out. TonyBomboni.com. So, we have this card 5. Really just shuffling this in my hand for now. Card 5. Let's tap and connect. Anyways, guys, the messages are always worrying. They're not gonna appreciate it at this time. Anything else we need to know? Anyways, guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's begin. Thank you. I gave you guys a nice and long one this week. Okay. The 10 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortunes. Beautiful. You did it. You've progressed so much. This is your confirmation to let you know you're good. You're good from here. Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups. Wow. A lot of cups in this reading again, but they're showing differently. So it's not as emotional based. It's just more like you've given so much of your energy and time. Maybe a little too much for your own good. There will be a time when you need to take a step back and take it more easy. You don't want to burn yourself out. You're at the brink of burnout. But that's because you invested a lot in something with someone. Not money-wise, but energy, emotion, time. And a lot of you is like home, family unit, children, all that stuff. So you almost feel like, was it even worth it? Because now the way you feel, no one can know how you feel. You might be 20, you feel 200, okay? Because of how much you put in already. I feel for you, I do. King of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, that hits deep. So you've outgrown a lot of your peers, so you're kind of alone because you can't relate or connect with them, or even, quite frankly, understand them to begin with. Why do they act a fool? Why do they drink too much? Why are they this way? Why are they always going to parties and they don't figure out their life or put money aside for whatever, right? So you yourself are maybe no better a situation like that, but at least you're trying. At least you're having a will and a dream and a goal. So this is a mix and match reading. It's almost like I'm talking to everyone here, young, old, and in between. And, at the end of the day, what counts and matters is your willpower to sustain yourself. It's all about you. How are you treating yourself? What are the things you're doing to take care of you? It doesn't just look like I'm going to take a nap every day. No, it looks like, what am I eating? How often am I on the move, moving my body? How often am I giving myself a deserving break? Period. How often am I treating myself to good company? So it's an in-between. You're in the stasis of like feeling sometimes, is it worth it to keep even trying, putting work in this? Yes, it is, but you're not seeing it. Magician, Ace of Cups, King of Wands, Fool. You don't got much energy left in you. And quite frankly, you don't have the time either to recharge. So what do you do in that case? How do you find forgiveness within yourself to say, sorry me for putting me through this? Sorry me for getting my hopes up high and expecting me to be able to handle this. You can't. There's no way you can do all this, manage all this. So it's time to assign others to do things for you. It's time to give in and say, I need some backup. I need help. It's time to say, you know what? I'll throw in the towel in some areas. Other areas I can keep. Your body just can't take it. Some of you just don't have that in you. That fight. So I would say in this case, assign tasks, responsibilities to others that can handle it, that can do it. If you have close friends, family members that can do that thing while you do that thing. Example, you're at work, someone watch the dog, right? You can't just keep coming back home on your lunch break, for goodness sake. You feel me? So, little things like that do add up. You spend a certain amount of your day doing certain things in a certain amount of time. And to divide that time up into appropriate measurements where you can handle things and move forward in a healthy manner are crucial for your existence and your day-to-day sustainability. Six of Cups, justice, and strength. My oh my. And don't worry about putting your significant other or someone you love deeply, care for deeply, through that. To a degree, you have to worry because then you're putting some burden on them. Realistically, you don't want to do too much, but you'll gather your strength back. I was worried for you at first, but now I see this. You'll get it back. I think your work really did you a dirty, did a number on you as well. Too many hours, too much work, too much waste of life, too much waste of time. For what? What are we really working for? A devaluing currency? Really? What's the point? Okay, stop it. Knock it off. Stop putting yourself through torture. Nine of Pentacles. So, You'll grow in other ways. Don't worry about it. There's always backup strategy. You'll work with your abilities somehow. Your abilities to function doesn't mean I have to work 10 hours a day. You will get to better ground when you first take care of you, and then all the other stuff will make sense in due time. Now we're ending on a bunch of pretty flowers on her dress, so that's beautiful. So strength and Nine of Pentacles, you'll get there. Use those backup reserves, that backup fund, to take care of you and your health and well-being. You take care of you, life will take care of you. Okay. Don't burn out for no one, for no boss, for no damn paycheck. Because that paycheck can't heal you. TonyBomboni.com for your own private reading. Final cards. If you picked the white cute little flowers, what are the messages for you? Okay. So we have Tower, Page of Pentacles, I don't know what I'm seeing. This is actually one of my harder readings to do. Well, when I don't know, I'm just going to start with the first card. So I get sort of that. Well, let me be real. I'm really not getting that much. So in that case, I have to use backup. Like, what does this freaking card mean? Four of Cups. I still don't know. I know what the card means. It's just like, I don't know what it means. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, sometimes you're just not getting anything. Maybe because I'm 6 readings in. But the winds of change. Okay, we're getting somewhere. The winds of change. And change is beautiful, and change is also rearing its ugly head sometimes at the same time. So what do? You have no choice but to let change unfold. And you're not letting it unfold. There's a block here. That change will bring you the most beautiful blessing in your entire existence. You're not really there yet, though. Queen of Swords, Four of Swords. Confidence will build in you. You've already done what you could. There's nothing else you could do right now. Hermit, Wheel of Fortune. Just wait. Your blessings are manifesting before you know it. Before your very eyes, they're unfolding at this time. I would say, give it time. Give it time. This will take months and months. You might not even see results. If you're starting a new workout regimen, you might not even see the damn result until the end of the year. So, but you have to keep trying. It doesn't mean you just give in because you don't get what you look for in a week or how you want to look and appear as. Some of you are spending way too much on your outfit, and you should be spending more on a book. I'm just being blank point blunt. There's a lot of superficial energy here. And sometimes we have to go through that. It's okay. There's no judgment. This is a very young energy. Yeah. And that's where you're at. And there's no issues there. It's just where you're at. You can't help it. Do your best to focus on putting toward long-term things. You buy a shirt, that shirt will rip or get stolen or something. Get dirty beyond even bleach's repair. Okay? So put towards something that is not just look how much I have, but I don't really have. You know? Some people put all their wealth on their body. That can look like tattoos, piercings, clothing, shoes, you know, jewelry, like, and that's okay. Like I said, this isn't about my opinion, but what I'm trying to say here is that there's smarter ways to go about this. That's what I mean by the book, right? What can you put toward maybe to help someone who doesn't even have that damn shirt? And they're sitting out in the sun baking and risking getting skin issues. So there's better strategy moving forward. Okay, maybe you buying too many lattes every morning, right? What can you put toward that can better yourself and your future livelihood? Because with the path you're on now, if you keep going 5-10 years, it's not going to end well. This is what this is saying. But there's this stubborn energy that's like, nah, I'm going to keep doing my thing. And again, that's okay. That's just where you're at. King of Cups, Three of Swords. Sometimes the reading is not even about trying to get you to... It's actually never, ever, never once have I done a reading. I'm trying to get you somewhere. Because it's not about me. I could care less. I don't even know half the people I'm reading, right? You know what I'm saying? It's all anonymous. I read your name, but I don't know you. I don't see your picture. I don't see your address. You know, like, I don't know you. So I could care less my opinion. What you get me, right? What I'm trying to say is sometimes the reading will show just what you're going through. And that in itself is confirmation that something needs to change. Whenever a tarot reading pinpoints something accurately that you're going through, and that shot, you get always a little shocked. You're like, oh, I can't believe they said that or they predicted that. That in itself is telling you something needs to change. It's not about, oh, you need to change. I'm not trying to change you. I could care less. I don't know you. Does that make sense? King of Cups, Three of Swords, and then we have Magician, Five of Cups. It's all from pain. Masked pain. Yeah, honestly, some operations to look more beautiful, Botox, like makeup, cosmetic. You know how much some people just put on themselves, but it's like that's all covering who you actually are. So there's a lot of hurt and suffering inside here, and I'm sorry you go through that. I've been there before. There's a way to address this so that we can unveil that deep-rooted issue, the cause, the pain of the suffering. And it doesn't always look like getting a counselor. No, there's many other ways to go about it. More ways to skin a cat than you could think. But if this is your starting point, I feel like you just have to realize that's all covering the hurt inside of yourself. Who hurt you this bad? That mother bleeper. Yeah. A very toxic ex, I feel. Moon, yeah. A lot of hurt. Whoa. You have lifetimes of hurt that you're carrying with you. Let that ish go. Can you be willing to let that go today? I can't tell you what to do, but you have to have a willingness. I'm only going to pull 2 more cards. 3 of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. So I feel there's definitely others you could work with to get you help and empowerment. This is about taking yourself back, bringing yourself back. I found me again. Bring yourself back home. Bring it back home to where you once were. Don't ignore Spirit, God, Universe. They're trying to help you. That's your ultimate backup help. That's your ultimate counselor. Go to that first. Go to you first before making any important life-changing decisions like talking to someone about what you're going through and even trusting them, because you can't trust everyone. You just can't. So you'll be all right. This is the first step to a long, beautiful journey of healing. Thank you. God bless them, right? TonyBomboni.com to book your own custom, private, personal tarot card reading sessions from me. Again, I can do it in ASMR, whisper, soft spoken, or both. I offer 15, 30-minute, and 1-hour long session readings for you. If you want a 2-hour long reading, honey, all you have to do is book 2 1-hour long tarot readings. You know, I've done it before, so it's no es problema. Is that how you say it? Yeah, probably. It's not no problema es. That sounds weird. Es no problema. No es problema. Wait, huh? I don't even know anymore. All right. My old Spanish teacher would be pissed at me. Pissed. She'd be like, I taught this student. She literally spit on me. No. Well, maybe. She was kind of sassy. No, but anyway. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for, I was going to say booking. Yeah, that too. I'm manifesting, right? No, but thank you so much for listening to your private. You know what I mean, okay? I'm not good with words. English was not my first language. And that's why I don't even remember Spanish. So, besides the point, subscribe if you like these readings, you want me to do more, and TonyBomboni.com. The link is in the description box below if you are looking forward to your own custom, private, personal, anonymous readings. Yes, no one will find out about your reading, okay? Everyone gets their own individual, unique reading. All the thousands of readings I've done, everyone got their own custom, unique, edited reading. No one gets the same reading, okay? I read your message and your name in the video. That itself proves I'm not just like, someone actually thought I was like filming the one reading and then I just gave that same reading, that same video clip to everyone. You kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Anyway, see you all soon.